Let's go gambling! I can't stop winning! I can't stop winning! I can't stop winning! I can't stop winning! I can't stop winning!
Hello everyone, I'm Dale back with another video. A few days ago, I got to the point where the most significant upgrade to my build would have been a Mage Blood, so I decided to farm for the full value of it in a whole different mechanic than what I was used to. This has been my first ever experience with Heisting and it went amazing. Before we move on to the rest of the video, I want to give you guys a quick disclaimer. The time put into farming the Mage Blood were 12 hours of just running blueprints. Some of them had 4 wings, some of them had 3, but most were just normal 1 wing blueprints. However, I'm not including the additional time put into acquiring and crafting the gear, finishing the campaign, leveling up, and liquidating stuff. I made this character with leftover currency, about 25 divines total for the whole process, while following Dexikai's guide. You'll have a link for his channel and the POBs in the description. I have a total of 21 hours and 34 minutes played. Some of these were FK hours, some of them were coming from liquidating stuff. Then we have the campaign, which I think I finished in about 5 hours or something, maybe a bit less than that. And then I also had another hour spent into 5 ways. So yeah, we have 12 hours of just straight heisting, and that's about it. Without further ado, let's begin. We'll go over my items first. I have the Mage Blood equipped right here. It's a pretty well rolled Mage Blood. It could have been better, it could have been worse, but it's also a foiled Mage Blood, which I think I got for a pretty good price. Now this is the build that I've been using. I think the price is spiked up a bit because there's also some other builds using this right now. But yeah, you can definitely run this without the Tides of Time build. We have the Widow Hail. It is not max roll, but you can see it's a pretty high rolled. That's mostly used for this Weaver in order to increase our block attack damage and block spell damage chance, because we want to be as tanky as possible. It is a Z DPS build, so we basically cannot kill stuff around us, but we're pretty much unkillable. There's only one thing that can kill me and has been pretty annoying. Maybe I could work around that with a Blood Notch setup, but I didn't want to stress out. I just pay some attention to my maps and, you know, I generally don't die. I'm talking about the mines from the trap disarmament category. They're very annoying to deal with, but again, with a little bit of attention, you can get through that. We have the Devoto's Devotion, which is also corrupted to get the 90% cost and reservation multiplier. I have 2 rings here that I got fractured and then just crafted them myself. I think this one, oh no, this one, I just lammed some veiled chaos orbs on. And then this one, I think it was an essence, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, I just spammed the essences till I got the other desired mods that I wanted. I got pretty lucky, I gotta say. But yeah, it was way cheaper than just buying them already crafted. The amulet is a warp timepiece with freedom of movement allocated. I also use some catalyst on it to increase my movement speed mostly, but also the attack speed. It's a very good rolled amulet. Then you have the Queen of the Forest. Oh, by the way, you don't need the 6 link on either of your pieces, but I decided to go for them so that I can use the enhanced setup. And yeah, you can drop some of these. To be honest, I never really use the Koi Totem, but you know, if you can afford getting a 6 link, why not do that, right? We got a Withering Step, Phase Run, and Enhance. We just getting a lot of movement speed from these. Then we have more duration with Molten Shell setup. And of course, we just use automation to boost them all and not have to bother about clicking anything. It is also pretty high rolled Queen of the Forest. I mostly cared about my resistances and the increased evasion rating, because that's how this works. The more evasion rating we get, the better the movement speed. Boots, just a regular base. I just slammed some Harvest Reforge on these. Nothing crazy. We got a movement speed, and all the other mods were just you know, keep rolling until you hit some. Then we have the gloves, pretty much the same thing. Cast rares, just keep reforging, right? And I hit those. Could have been better. I didn't care much about them. I got some spell suppression for the implicit, which is greater. I got lucky and hit that. 1% doesn't really matter, but you know, it's nice to have. Plus 1 maximum cold raise. That's also good. And this is the build. Again, this belt, not necessary, but it will make your life a bit easier. And for the trinket, I got a Regal Orb to Divine. In my opinion, after testing, I also got a Chaos to Divine conversion trinket, but I just feel like it's not worth the price right now. They go for at least 50 to 55 divines on the market, and in about 500 blueprints that I run, I only got like 10 in return. Long term will probably give you the value back, but if you only plan on running a few heists, I would recommend you getting the Regal to Divine one, and it's definitely gotta pay for itself in just a few blueprints. It only costs like 2 divines right now, so why not get that right? For the flask, now I have increased effect flask for the Mage Blood, but previously I used the ones that you will find in the POB. Onto the skill tree, we're doing a Pathfinder, obviously, for all the flask effect that we're getting, and also getting our life flask uptime pretty solid. We got a few jewels and a cluster setup, nothing complicated. I will probably spend more money to switch to my Mage Blood setup, but till I do that, this is what I've been running with. I didn't change anything about them. We have the Pure Talent Jewel to get some movement speed. Then we have 2 Temper Spirit Jewels. You can see the stats if you look at the right. We got 14% increased movement speed from this one and 12% increased movement speed from that one. Then we also got a Corrupting Blood immunity on this regular jewel here. And then for the cluster, we got a medium cluster with Spite Concoction to keep our Alchemist Genius uptime. That's why we're also using a Life Flask on top of just, being able to survive bleed and recovering our HP. It's also good because we're getting another 10% increased flask effect. And then we have the Determination small cluster here, so that I don't need to run Enlighten on my helmet setup. That's about it. Just a regular skill tree, nothing crazy about it. We'll move on to the stats, and we're also going to be doing a map showcase. We got a regular blueprint run. I had all of my rogues level up beforehand because I did try Heist a bit at the league start, but for the most part, I got everything from these last couple of days farming session that were spread across 3 to 4 days, so about like 3 to 4 hours daily, depending on how much time I had. Some days were more, some days were less, but we got our money, and that's what matters. Raw gear is just a bunch of job speed, as much as I could get. Didn't bother buying gear, I just scouted all of them, and it was pretty good. We're currently looking at 500 movement speed. Without this, I had about 470. I'm not running with the Mage Blood now, because I got it. But for the sets, you can see we got pretty solid defense here. We're at capped chaos and elemental resistances. We got 75% block attack damage and 51% chance to block spell damage, 100% suppression rate, and when we use Enduring Cry, we'll have 91% chance to evade attacks and 90% physical damage reduction. That's pretty much us being unkillable. You open the map and you go through. Open currency rooms in the off chance that we're getting Regal Orbs. We just got one. That's great. Keep moving forward. Let's into these. Open the doors. Those are your biggest enemies. These are the mines that I talked about. You can die. So, gotta pay a little bit of attention. And now we just look at the rewards. See, what do we get? Pretty much nothing. We'll just go up here, take this one. I don't have it, so I'll just add it to my collection. Keep using our life flask. So we're getting an additional effect. I went the wrong way. Open the door. You can go through regular traps like they're nothing. And here we go. Get out. 1 minute blueprint. Easy. Nothing more than that. We take the loot. We go out and then open the next one. This is how easy Heist is, especially on a Heist Runner like this. I would say the build is pretty good, and it can run on budget. Again, you don't need the belt, you don't need the mage belt, you don't need the Tides of Time belt. Maybe you have some freedom. You also can go for a different setup with a sword and shield, and maybe they're even more than that. I'm not an experimented Heist player. I feel like my experience has been an average experience. I heard people getting a simplex amulet, which I didn't get any, in just a couple of blueprints. I don't know. Maybe that's lucky, maybe that's not. But to me, it's pretty clear that Heist is a very good farming strat. The loot for running over 500 blueprints doesn't seem that much at the first sight, but when you break down the prices for everything, you realize how much profit you're actually making. Um, I feel like this is one of those threads that feel like unrewarding until you put everything down on paper. I mean, I didn't really feel like I was making currency, but when I would look at my stash at the end of the day, I would be impressed by how much I'm actually making, to the point that it feels like I'm wasting all of my luck on these couple of blueprints that I run in the specific day. So in total, I got 2 replica Pharaoh's Fur, 2 replica Alberon's Warpath, which I got surprised. I got actually shocked when I price checked that. I didn't know it was one of the most expensive replicas, if not the most expensive. I also got 1 replica Herisire, 2 helical rings, which again, I got no idea if that was lucky or not. I've tried to look it up, and it seems that people are very often getting 1 or 2 in this amount of blueprints. Some even got a simplex amulet. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. I split them all and sold for 35 divines each at the time. I'm not sure if right now price is gonna be higher or lower, but yeah, that's what I sold them for. Around 30 tempering orbs and 18 tailoring orbs. Prices spiked up. I would have made more money if I sold them right now, but it is what it is. I got my goal, so that don't really matter. And on top of that, I had a bunch of GCPs, raw divines, and lower value uniques. That's pretty much about it. If I go to my gems tab here, you can see how many more jewels I have. Oh, not jewels, gems, sorry. But yeah, you get the point. Just a bunch of them. All things considered, I would say that Heist is a very fun mechanic to run. I would recommend anyone that wants something new to give Heist a shot. It's really not complicated, but it can be a lot of new information that you need to consider. Again, easy info. You don't need it. People make it seem like it's way more difficult than it really is, and all you really do is just opening a map, going in, going out. You can also opt to killing mobs if you're running a different build, but just for the sake of efficiency, that is how you want to run Heist. I would say it's a great thread for those who don't have much time to spend on preparing stuff. You can just bulk buy contracts and blueprints depending on what you want to do. Great currency maker, super fast, it's pretty fun, it's a unique mechanic, and it doesn't require you basically any preparation at all. This is it. Thank you for watching the video. I will make a video very soon explaining Heist, and not only that, but it's actually gonna be a series where I go over different league mechanics and ways of farming in PoE, specifically made for newer players, but I hope some veteran players will also find it interesting to watch. Basically answering questions that I had when I was newer at the game. Not that I'm a super experienced right now, but I definitely know some more stuff than I did like a couple of years ago, and really hope that's gonna turn out to be good. Heist is gonna be the first one, as this is what I made my latest currency with, and pretty much the most currency I made this league, on top of the 7,800 vines that I got on my other character, whatever. It's been pretty cool. We had a nice time watching this. I really appreciate you. And till the next time, have a good one. Take care.